4-7, and the Lady Warriors of Montoursville entering with a 9-5 record. Now, as I mentioned in the open, tonight Montoursville will honor one of their own as former Lady Warrior Kelly Mazzanti, who scored 3,270 points in her time here as a Lady Warrior, will be announcing her retirement from professional basketball at the half of this game, the varsity game. Here this evening, you can see that on ESPN Williamsport.tv. I'll have the audio feed here on 88.1 WPTC FM and also on ESPN Williamsport.com, stream number 2. But if you want to be able to see what's going on, go on your tablet, mobile device, computer, laptop, whatever it is, ESPN Williamsport.tv, and you'll be able to see it live online or on your mobile device. Again, looking at it for tonight's matchup, Montoursville entering 9-5 this year and looking to get back on the right track after a 4-game winning streak. Have now only won one of the last 3 games. So for head coach Kevin Kurtz, they're just trying to get back on the right track. And against Loyalsock, a team that has struggled this year, has battled the injury bug at times. This could definitely be a game to really get back on track. One thing for Montoursville, last time that I watched them play was against Lewisburg a couple weeks ago before the new year. What they were able to do was hit from range. They really need to go inside all too often. But I would have to imagine with Kirsten O'Malley and also Mackenzie Ruffin, try to go inside. Use that dribble drive to kick to the outside, or also even get the post game going against the Lady Lancers of Loyalsock here this evening. Which again, a little bit of a size advantage for Montoursville. Taking a look at them on the floor as they warm up. Again, when I talked about it, the injury bug has hit Loyalsock this season, and in players like Selena Salvatore, who's in the starting 5 for Loyalsock, went to talking to her dad here earlier. He's talking about she's kind of suffered a injury to her left wrist, has it heavily taped, but is going to give it a go here this evening, as I mentioned, in the starting 5 for tomorrow night's Lady Lancers, who enter at 4-7. Now, one thing for Montoursville, they always have a great crowd here at home, always have a great home support, and that's not going to be any different here tonight. And if anything, they'll even have more support. And one thing I always enjoy coming here to Montoursville before the regular season games, for either the boys team or for the girls team, is the student sections. And the student section here at Montoursville already starting to fill up on the opposite side of the floor of where I'm sitting, high above the floor here at the gymnasium here in Montoursville. So again, the atmosphere already for one of these games, of course, are always great, always fun to come here and call a game, watch a game, whatever it may be. But also when you add in the event that's happening at halftime with Kelly Mazzanti announcing her retirement, it's just a little bit more special here in Montoursville, Pennsylvania tonight. So we'll send this one back to the Van Campen Motor Studios in downtown Williamsport. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineup between Montoursville and Loyalsock, and also the opening tip between the Lady Lancers and the Lady Warriors. They're the home of Lycoming County High School Hoops, ESPN Williamsport.com, stream number 2, 88.1 WPTC FM, and ESPN Williamsport.tv.
Thanks for listening to the Countdown to Tip-Off Show, made possible through support from Van Campen Motors. Stay tuned because the tip-off is next after this timeout on your home for Lycoming County High School basketball. 88.1 WPTC FM and online ESPNWilliamsport.com, stream 2.
Dave, what are you doing?
Just sending a gift to Dave 2037.
Who?
Me in the future. I save a little money from every paycheck as a gift to Dave 2037, so he can spend it on things like anti-gravity boots or a hologram Doberman, something cool like that. I think Dave 2037 deserves it. He worked hard. What are you getting Steve 2037?
I guess I was thinking Steve 2037 would just fend for himself.
Well, all right, but don't expect to be borrowing my anti-gravity boots.
You want to have money in your future? You got to start saving now. Putting some money from every paycheck into a savings account or contributing to your 401k can make a big difference later. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free ideas and easy ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
Hey, let's just hope Steve 2037 doesn't get his hands on a cool time machine, because he is going to come back here and knock some sense into you.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
In the wake of a disaster, what one thing can you send that will help people the most? a blanket, a tent, a sandbag, a doctor. Actually, if you send a monetary donation, you send all these things. Even a small donation can make a big impact and can quickly become exactly what people affected by disaster need most.
Want to help those affected by Hurricane Sandy? To donate, visit sandy.adcouncil.org. That's sandy.adcouncil.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
At risk of losing your home in a foreclosure? We can help. We'll deal with your bank, lower your principal. We'll buy you a pony, give you the ability to fly. We'll let you ride a unicorn. We'll give you a...
If you're facing foreclosure, who should you trust? The Hope Hotline is a free resource connecting you with HUD-approved housing counseling agencies available 24 hours a day who can give you the information and clarity you need. Call the Hope Hotline at 888-995-HOPE. That's 888-995-4673. Brought to you by NeighborWorks America and the Ad Council.
So Justin, I was playing that video game Forest Brigade, and it was pretty cool. I was running down this digital path, and I met this digital frog, and he was all like... Then I went playing in this virtual stream where this water, it looked almost real. It was this whole electronic forest world. So what did you do? Well, my parents took me to the forest, the real forest. I was running down this, well, it was an actual path. Then I saw this real live frog. It was all like... ribbit, and I saw an owl too. Then I played in this amazing stream with water around my ankles, like wet water. Then me and my sister and my parents sat around a campfire and told cool stories all night long. Oh, that's pretty cool too.
This weekend, unplug. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Jill, why didn't you tell the class what you did this weekend?
Well, my dad and I went in search of some magical minnows and found a zillion of them in the stream from our lookout rock. Then my sister and I escaped from an evil slug king and went back to my super twig fort for safety. Then we told stories till it got dark, and the Big Dipper led us all the way home. Where were you, Jill? We went to the forest. It's not that far away.
Ask your parents to take you and your friends to the forest this week. It's closer than you think. Check out discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
It's time for Lycoming County High School basketball on 88.1 WPTC FM and online ESPNWilliamsport.com Stream 2. Broadcast of today's game is made possible through support from Van Campen Motors, the Palco Federal Credit Union, the Rennie Road Armor Agency, C.A. Reed Party Supply, the Brickyard Restaurant and Ale House, Country Store Brand Meats, West Branch Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Dolly's Diner, Keystone Advertising Specialties, the Fisher Insurance Agency, Susquehanna Health, the Hartman Group, Mark Sales and Leasing, the Girio Agency, Murray Motors, Murray Mazda, and by Pepsi. Now let's go courtside for all of today's play-by-play action.
Number 2, Selena Salvatore, a 5'8" sophomore guard. Number 3, Ali Pagana, a 5'6" senior guard. Number 12, Kendall Watkins, 5'8" sophomore forward. Number 23, Kayla G, 5'6" sophomore guard. And number 34, Angie Cardillo, a 5'4" junior guard. Taking a look at it for Montoursville, number 11, Kirsten O'Malley, a junior guard. Number 12, Melissa Hall, a junior guard. Number 14, Mackenzie Ruffing, a senior guard. Number 15, Lexi Marcioni, a freshman guard. And Kelsey Stein, number 20, a freshman forward. So we'll send this one back to the Van Campen Motor Studios for the singing of the national anthem. Back in 2 minutes here on the home of Lycoming County High School Hoops, 88.1 WPTC FM and ESPNWilliamsport.com, stream number 2.
This is Savannah Guthrie with an urgent story developing all across America. Despite having more than enough food available, there are nearly 16 million kids struggling with hunger. That's why the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks engages local communities in solving hunger by collecting surplus food, giving hope to hungry kids. But they need your help. Learn more at feedingamerica.org.
A message from Feeding America and the Ad Council. Check out my new time machine.
Does it work?
Hit the button.
Hey, it's Napoleon.
Oui. Check out the future.
Hey, you have a nice house. Why don't I?
You didn't save any money, buddy.
If only there was a way I could go back in time and fix that.
Yeah.
Save something for the future. Put away a few bucks. Feel like $1 million. For free ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
From the opening tip between the visiting Loyalsock, the Lady Lancers, and the home of Montoursville, Lady Warriors again. It's posted as Retro Night online. I haven't really seen much retro here in the gymnasium, but again, I have a feeling the reason they're going with, they had that theme online was because of Kelly Mazzanti being honored at the half as she was allowed to retire from professional basketball. Again, you can see it live on ESPN on your smartphone or on your device, laptop, computer. And also you can hear the live audio here on 88.1 WPTC FM and also on ESPN Stream number 2. My producer on the radio side tonight, Brittany Snyder. Does a great job. Has done a great job all year long. And we'll continue here this evening. So in the center circle, getting ready to take the opening tip for Loyalsock, number 3, Ali Pagana. And for Montoursville, number 11, Kirsten O'Malley. 2 guards in the center circle. O'Malley tips it out. It's going to go to Marcioni. The freshman controls on the far side of the wing. We are underway. Going back around. The arc comes near side. The 3 put up by Hall. Good for Marissa Hall. And the Lady Warriors jump out to a 3-0 lead. The JV game saw something very similar as the Lady Warriors, Montoursville won the JV matchup 35-7. That game played right before this one. Now trying to answer far side wing was Salvatore. Left it short, rebound pulled down, however, by a Loyalsock. Pass goes back to Salvatore on the far side sideline, stays back out to Ali Pagana. Pagana's going to pull it out towards the timeline, so we're on the far side of the floor, brings it near side on to number 23, Kayla G. Salvatore back to G, swings it across the floor, going up to get it as Pagana, far side baseline, working against O'Malley. Goes up strong, puts it off the bottom of the rim. Rebound pulled down by number 12, Marissa Hall. 7 minutes to go here as the first minute is completed. Hall trying to go back-to-back threes, is halfway down and rimmed out. Rebound out of bounds along the baseline right underneath the basket. And it's going to be a Lady Warrior basketball. Last touch by Loyalsock. He's set to inbound is O'Malley. The junior guard slaps it. Everybody goes. Inbound, nice look down low to Stein. Just could not hit the point-blank layup. Rebound by Ali Pagana. Across the timeline, far side. There's the far side of the key off the side of backboard. Rebound pulled down by O'Malley. She's off and running. O'Malley, near far side of the key as well. Her shot no good. Rebound pulled out by Hall. Hall goes back inside to Stein, and Stein is on the board with their first 2. The Lady Warriors lead 5-0. 6.5 to go in the first. In the backcourt, controlling, walking towards the timeline, far side of the floor is Pagana. Runs into a double team, tries to bring it across court. It's picked off. Going the other way is Hall, and she's going to have her shot blocked, but a foul will be called on the floor. In the active shooting against Angie Cardillo, the 5'4" junior guard. Cardillo, she'll pick up her first, team's first. At the free throw line, the shooting a pair will be Marissa Hall, the junior guard. Hall with 3 points. The Lady Warriors on the board. First free throw, spins it in the left hand, now puts it up with the right, back iron, going to get the bounce. And it falls out. So the score remains 5-0. 6:17 to go here in the first quarter, opening quarter. 4 8-minute quarters being played, as is standard in high school basketball. Second free throw is up, and that is good for Marissa Hall. She now has a game-high 4. Lady Warriors lead 6-0. Loyalsock still trying to get onto the board. About 2 minutes in to this evening's game. Pagana to the top of the arc, fired it right to number 12, Watkins. Watkins outside, far side corner. Shot is no good. It was taken by G. Rebound pulled down by Hall. Now she looks inside, goes to Stein. Stein tried to fire it out to Marcioni, who was flashing through the basket from the far side wing. Probably should have taken it herself. Instead threw it over the head of Marcioni and out of bounds back to Loyalsock. And they'll inbound over the alley, Pagana. Montoursville pressures in the backcourt, too much pressure, as a foul will be called against the Lady Warriors on the inbound. And we'll see who it goes against. It's going to go against number 12, Marissa Hall, her first, team's first of the first half. Again, pressure being applied on the inbound in the backcourt by Montoursville. Pagana set to inbound again. The inbound is stolen by O'Malley at the free throw line. Goes near side of the lane. Left-hand glassing good. Kirsten O'Malley with her first two of the night. And the Lady Warriors lead 8-0. 5:45 to go in the first. Outlet pass comes to Salvatore. Now inside. Nice pass from G. Goes inside to number 12, Watkins. Couldn't hit the layup. Got her own rebound. Kicks it out to G. Puts up the three. Back iron. No good. Rebound tipped. And it's going to be pulled down by Alexi Marcioni. Marcioni, a freshman. Being a start here for the Lady Warriors. It was impressive the last time I watched the Lady Warriors. They played Lewisburg. Stein now controls in the lower post. That is stripped away by Ali Pagana. And she'll come away with it. Approaches the M logo at center court. And kicks on to Salvatore. Brings it left to right around the arc. Now works near side. Steps into the long range two. High off the backboard. A wild shot rebounded by Kirsten O'Malley. O'Malley pushing it up the floor. Goes up to Marcioni. Marcioni far side of the floor. Kicks it back out to Mackenzie Ruffing. And a whistle and a timeout taken on the floor by Montoursville's head coach Kevin Kurtz. A 30-second timeout. We're back in 30 here on the home of Lycoming County High School hoops. ESPN Williamsport.tv, ESPN stream number 2, and 88.1 WPTC FM.
Odds of becoming a signed artist and having 3 #1 albums? 1 in 100 million. The odds of going on to win 6 Grammy Awards? 1 in 1.4 million. The odds of this performer having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 88. I'm Toni Braxton, and I encourage you to learn more at autismspeaks.org/sign. Autism Speaks. It's time to listen. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
And welcome back to Montoursville. Getting set to inbound is number 11, Kirsten O'Malley. She brings it into Marcioni, swung near side to Ruffing. Now to the near side corner, the three put up by Marissa Hall. And it is good. I said the foot was on the line. It's 2 for Hall. She now has 6 at the game high, team high. 4:40 to go. The Loyalsock still trying to get their first point on the board. Long pass comes near side wing. Good look and finish. Kendall Watkins gets the Lady Lancers on the board. Cuts the deficit to 8 at 10-2. 3.5 minutes for Loyalsock to get on the board. Looking inside, it's picked off. Pass intended to Stein. Now Pagana going to go 1-on-3. Drives the far side of the lane. Try to go with the left hand. Took some contact, no foul. Going out with it is number 12, Marissa Hall. Near side to Stein, into the lane. Nice move by the freshman. And she puts it home. Kelsey Stein now with 4. And the Lady Warriors lead it by 10 at 12-2. First quarter. In the 4-minute mark. Pagana far side of the floor. Tries to go with the jump pass. It's tipped out of bounds by Mackenzie Ruffing. The senior knocking out of bounds. 3:51 to go. Pagana set to inbound. With the ball fake. Now comes in to number 34, Cardillo. They go between the rings, working against O'Malley. Hooks a drive near side. Nice strong take. Could not finish. Good help defense by Mackenzie Ruffing, who comes away with the defensive rebound. And as she's dribbling, either put it off her foot or off the foot of Kirsten O'Malley, her teammate. And it rolls out of bounds to the other side sideline back to the Lady Lancers. So Pagana, senior, doing the inbounding. Inbounds to Selena Salvatore. Salvatore, a sophomore, again playing with a left wrist injury. Has it heavily take. Hasn't seemed to affect her ball handling to this point. She goes to the free throw line, far side elbow to Cardillo. Now back out to Salvatore, and a whistle on the floor. On the near side baseline, it's going to go against Montoursville. It's going to go against Marissa Hall. Marissa Hall, 6 points, now has 2 personal fouls, representing both Montoursville Lady Warrior fouls, and she will take a seat here in the first with 3:23 to go. Pagana set to inbound. Comes in, the three quickly put up by G. Shot no good, rebound by O'Malley on the far side baseline. Now she's going to approach the timeline, going to be met there by G. Now skips the near side to Marcioni. Marcioni now between the rings. Skips it over to Ruffing. Ruffing back to Marcioni, top of the arc. A bit of a spin, gets inside the arc, leaves it for number 22, Cassie Coons. Coons going to control with the right hand from left to right around the arc, stops between the rings, comes back near side to Marcioni. Skipped into the paint to Stein. Stein's jumper is good from just inside the free throw line. Hey, Kelsey Stein with 6 points for the Lady Warriors, who now lead 14-2, 2:45 to go in the first quarter. Pagano floats one near side along the near side baseline to Watkins. Back out to Pagano, far side of the floor, near side to Salvatore. Thought about the drive, put it back out, went to Pagano. Far side of the floor, taking it up is going to be Cardillo. Left it off the short, off the glass. Rebound pulled down by Stein. The outlet goes to number 22, Alexis Weiser. Swung to Marcioni. Marcioni goes to Ruffing, drives, nice lead to Stein, and left it short. Stein, who has 6 points. Rogers going to knock that one down. Marcioni shot from the free throw line and was deflected. Rebound pulled down by Pagano. Long outlet goes to Cardillo. Tried to skip it across the paint to number 12, Kendall Watkins. And it was tipped out of bounds along the baseline underneath the basket. 2:02 to go here in the first. Montoursville leading 14-2. So Alexis Weiser, the senior forward, will take a seat. Checking in, number 23, Jillian Mitchell. Inbound comes into Salvatore. Now on to Cardillo. Cardillo kicks it across to Jean. Swung back around the arc, left to right. Going inside with it to number 20, Emma Fox, who's going to be called for the double dribble before kicking it back out to the top of the arc. So a minute 53 to go. Now they're just waiting for someone to inbound for Montoursville. Racing back will be Mackenzie Ruffing. So she'll inbound, comes into Alexi Marcioni. So right through the M logo at center court. Working between the rings, kicks it near side to Ruffing. Ruffing holds it above her head, now goes in. Goes to the near side wing to number 23, Jillian Mitchell. Tried to go into Stein, and it was stripped away. Last touch by Loyalsock. And Montoursville will inbound along the baseline. Kirsten O'Malley doing the inbounding. Slaps it, comes into Stein. Stein went trying to go right back to O'Malley. She wasn't looking. To the right to Cardillo. She's off and running. Goes on to Salvatore. Salvatore took contact underneath. Shot was no good, no foul. The whistle coming on a rebound out of bounds. Last touch by Montoursville. So it'll be Loyalsock basketball. It really looked like Selena Salvatore took a lot of contact on that layup attempt on the far side of the lane. Either way, Pagano set to inbound. Comes in to Gigi, right back to Pagano, up and under. Now left it off for number 20, Emma Fox, who gets it to roll. And now cuts into that deficit, which sits at 10 at 14-4. 80 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Marcioni kicks it near side to Mitchell. Mitchell pulls it back out towards the timeline, skips to the free throw line to Weiser. Weiser goes into Stein, off the glass, and good for Kelsey Stein. He's got 8 in the opening quarter. Montoursville leading by 12 at 16-4. 60 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Salvatore kicks across to Pagano, now near side wing. G puts up the jumper, no good. Rebound by Cardillo. Trying to kick it back out to Pagano, but it's stolen away by Marcioni. She goes inside. Nice look to Mitchell. Mitchell up strong and takes the foul. They'll go to the free throw line with 4 a pair. See who the foul is on. It's going to go against number 2, Selena Salvatore, her first, team second. As a team at the free throw line this evening, Montoursville 1 out of 2. Marissa Hall, the 2 attempts. Free throw line, Jillian Mitchell hits the first. She's 1 out of 1. That's her first point. Extends the lead to 13 at 17-4 with 1 more free throw to go. Second free throw is up, and that is good as well for Jillian Mitchell, the freshman guard. She's got 2. Montoursville leads by 14 at 18-4. Under 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Salvatore cross court to Pagano, brings it across the timeline. Now fires near side wing, wide open for the jumper was a G. Shot is no good. Rebound tipped and picked up by Marcioni. First side wing. Bring it right through the logo at center court, brings it back near side to Jillian Mitchell. Goes over to Alexis Weiser. 17 on the game clock here in the first. Now down to 13. Marcioni controls between the rings, goes from right to left. Brings the near side to Alexis Weiser, holds it above her head, 6 on the game clock. Brings it back around, Marcioni, now back to Weiser, puts it up, counts it, it's good, and it's good! Alexis Weiser, her first two. And that is how the first quarter will come to an end with Montoursville leading Loyalsock 20-4. We're back in 60 seconds here on the home of Lycoming County High School Hoops.
Hey everybody, Rachel Ray here. Nothing brings a bigger smile to my face than cooking up a big meal for the whole family and lots of friends. But there's not enough room at my table for the 17 million kids in our country who struggle with hunger. That's why the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks collects surplus food to give hope to hungry kids. But they can't do it without your help. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
A message from Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Every day I wake up at 5 to give Dad his medicine. Every day I wake up at 5 to give Dad his medicine. At 6 I make his breakfast. Every day I wake up at 5 to give Dad his medicine. At 6 I make his breakfast. At 7 I shower. Every day I wake up.
For those caring for a loved one, we hear you. That's why AARP created a community to help us better care for ourselves and the ones we love. Visit aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to Montoursville. I'm Ian Caffrey. Thank you for joining us, however you may be doing so. Whether via the radio waves, 88.1 WPTC FM, online at ESPNWilliamsport.com, stream number 2, or watching online at ESPNWilliamsport.tv. Here they start the second quarter of play. Loyalsock with possession. They trail 20-4 against Montoursville. Marcioni got a hand in the pass, and they still came to Cardillo. He's on the Salvatore near side wing jumper is no good. But out of bounds along the far side baseline. Last touch by Montoursville. And inbound will be Ali Pagano. Far side baseline. Underneath her own basket. Holds her above her head. Comes top of the arc to Salvatore. Swings it near side to Watkins. Watkins cross-court pass over to G. Puts up a three. No good. Rebound comes out towards the timeline. And Salvatore's going to take it from the front court into the back court. And that's going to be an over and back call against Loyalsock. You can hear the Montoursville student section chanting, "You can't do that." No, you can't. 7:28 remaining here in the second quarter. Marcioni, top of the arc, had it stripped. And quickly now to Salvatore. Salvatore near side. Flash ain't good. Took the contact. She was the free throw line trying to convert the three-point play. So Selena Salvatore, her first two, cuts into the deficit, which now sits at 14. Facing the Lady Lancers. Now going against Lexi Marcioni, her first, team's third. Free throw from Salvatore, back iron, no good. Rebound pulled down by Marissa Hall of Montoursville. So the score remains 20-6 in favor of Montoursville. Hall kicks it back out the roughing, works between the rings, now throws it through the rings to Marcioni near side. Now they string it back left to right around the arc, going inside the side along the baseline. Back out to number 12, that's Hall. She puts up the three and ringed around and fell out. Rebound pulled down by Kendall Watkins. The outlet out to Kayla G. Free throw line. Trying to go to the far side corner, but it'll step out of bounds by Kirsten O'Malley. Kirsten O'Malley doing it out of bounds. Pagana inbounds to Selena Salvatore. Salvatore, sophomore guard for Loyalsock. Goes inside, gets it right back from number 12, Kendall Watkins. Salvatore controlling with it. Now comes near side corner to G. Holds it above her head. Goes inside the free throw line to Watkins. Watkins back and down side. Goes up strong. Too strong. Rebound by O'Malley. 6.5 to go in the second. O'Malley guarded by Cardillo in the back. Working it across the timeline. Swings it on the shot block. Marissa Hall trying to put up the three. Loyalsock's defense having none of it. Long outlet goes to Salvatore. Goes up strong. Takes the contact. Shot did not fall. Salvatore gives her a free throw line for a chance to convert on two. Foul going against number 11, Kirsten O'Malley. Be her first, team's fourth. So Selena Salvatore, 0 for 1 at the free throw line this evening. Does have 2 points. Free throw is up, back iron, no good. Salvatore now 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Score remains 20-6 in favor of Montoursville. second free throw is up. Back iron again, no good. Rebound by Mackenzie Ruffing. Salvatore went between the legs of Ruffing, had it momentarily. Lost it, and it's tied up by Angie Gardillo and Ruffing. Possession arrow goes to Montoursville. Team foul situation here in the second quarter. On Montoursville, 4. On Loyalsock, 2. Ruffing to Marcioni between the rings. Now back to Ruffing, almost stolen away by G. Now back to Marcioni working against Salvatore. Skips it back to Ruffing. Ruffing, with a hesitation move, didn't really go anywhere with it. Goes right back to Lexi Marcioni. He's working against Selena Salvatore. Now back to Ruffing. Goes to the free throw line. That's Hall. And Hall didn't put it on the floor, shuffled the feet, and then put it back on the floor. That's a travel. And she turns it over to Loyalsock. 5:43 to go in the second quarter. Montoursville still looking for their first points in the second quarter. They still lead at 20-6, however. Pagana looks over at head coach Tamar Wright for the offense that he wants to run. Brings it across the timeline, does Pagana. Working against Ruffing, looks to drive near side, kicks it out to Salvatore. The 2 is up, left short. Rebound goes out of bounds along the baseline. There's last touch by Montoursville. Said Lexi Marcioni was the last one to touch it for Montoursville. So checking in for Selena Salvatore will be number 32, Abby Sullivan. Sullivan, a 5'7" junior. Pagana slaps the basket. Everyone goes in motion. The inbound comes near side to Watkins. Puts up the jumper. No good. Rebound pulled down by Pagana. Tried to kick it out. Marcioni steals it away. Outlet to O'Malley. O'Malley's off and running. It's a 1-on-2. Goes up strong. Count it! And they're going to say it's an offensive foul. The trail ref comes from behind, saying that O'Malley cleared out with the free hand before the shot attempt. So O'Malley picks up her second, team's 5th, and wave off the basket. Score remains 20-6, 5:12 remaining in the second quarter. So Pagana will bring it across the timeline for the Lady Lancers. Kicks it near side to G. G to the near side corner on to number 32, Sullivan. Sullivan looking to drive against O'Malley along the near side baseline. Trying to pass it out. O'Malley gets a hand on it, tips it right to her dad along the sideline. Sitting on the Montoursville bench. Assisting head coach Kevin Kurtz. Loyalsock with possession. G near side, steps inside the arc. The pass was low to Kendall Watkins. It went off her right shin and out of bounds into the Montoursville bench. Back to the Lady Warriors, 4:44 to go in the second quarter. Some sloppy play here in the second quarter between these two teams. And Montoursville still hasn't been able to find the scoreboard in the second quarter after putting up 20 points in the first. O'Malley's going to be fouled at the free throw line after accepting the pass. Had it stripped away in the process, but foul will keep it with Montoursville. Kayla G picks up her first, team's 3rd. O'Malley will inbound near side baseline. Everybody goes in motion. The inbound comes into Stein, steps into the paint. Jumper is no good. Rebound. It's going to be grabbed, but knocked out of bounds. It was initially grabbed by Marissa Folk, but stripped from behind and out of bounds along the baseline. It'll stay with Montoursville. O'Malley set the inbound, far side baseline. Comes into Ruffing. Mackenzie Ruffing holds it above her head, goes to Marcioni. Lexi Marcioni now puts it on the floor, left hand, skips it back with the right to Ruffing. Tries to go inside the Folk, and it's caught by Pagana. Quickly pushed ahead to G. G could not control it. Saves it from going out of bounds, but before doing so, she stepped on the baseline. 4:14 to go. Checking in for Montoursville. Marissa Hall and number 23, Jillian Mitchell. Selena Salvatore checking back in for Loyalsock. Stein will inbound to Alexi Marcioni. Right to the logo at the center court and across the timeline. Skips it over to number 12, Hall. Hall picks up the dribble, floats it into a wide open Marcioni underneath. Could not hit the layup. Rebound by Stein. Her shot is no good, but she's fouled. And she'll go to the free throw line for a pair. Montoursville as a team, 3 out of 4 from the free throw line. Allie Pagana picking up her first, team's 4th. Kelsey Stein, 8 points in that first quarter. Trying to get Montoursville on the board here in the second quarter. 4 minutes, 2 seconds already have gone by in the second quarter. Free throw is up and no good for Stein. So one more free throw for the freshman. With a wide stance at the free throw line. Puts it up and gets it to fall. Kelsey Stein with 9 points. Montoursville now leads 21-6. Marissa Folk will check in. Taking a seat will be Kelsey Stein. Marissa Folk, junior forward. Allie Pagana inbounds. Gets it right back from number 32, Abby Sullivan. Picks it up to Salvatore. Salvatore ran right into Folk at the timeline, turns it over. Picking up is Marissa Hall, far side of the floor. Marcioni, top of the arc. Gives it back over to Marissa Hall, holds it high above her head. Looks back at head coach Kevin Kurtz, then goes on to Lexi Marcioni. Marcioni back on the Hall to Marcioni, who's playing catch with it. Now going inside, nice look to Folk. Goes up, strong flashing, good over top of Kendall Watkins. Marissa Falk with their first 2. First field goal in the second quarter for Montoursville. They lead 23-6 with 3:20 to go in the second quarter. Pagana quickly up to Sullivan, far side sideline, back to Pagana. Giving her some space will be Jillian Mitchell. Pagana kicks it now near side to Kendall Watkins. Overhead pass back to Pagana. Holds it high above her head. Now back to Watkins. She'll put up the 3. She was open. She could not get it to fall. It's halfway down and rimmed out. Rebound pulled down by Marissa Folk. Now it goes to Marissa Hall. Skip pass near side to Marcioni. She'll put up the 3. Oh, it was close. Rode the rim and fell. A rebound and a foul is going to be called against Montoursville. So going against Marissa Folk. Her first, team's 6th. 2:49 remaining here in the second quarter. Montoursville leading 23-6. Pagana inbounds to Salvatore. Salvatore right back to Pagana. Bringing across the timeline, working far side of the floor. Now comes near side, via the chest pass to Watkins. Watkins floats once to Salvatore, near side corner. The pass cross court picked off by Marissa Hall. Montoursville off and running. They got numbers. It's tipped right to O'Malley. Near side wing jumper is no good. Rebound pulled down by Allie Pagana. Quick outlet going up to Cardillo. Cardillo, the near side elbow, goes to the floor, but able to kick it out to Pagana before getting called for the travel. Pagana drives and is going to be fouled before the shot attempt. Foul going against number 23, Jillian Mitchell, will be her first, team 7th. 2:18 to go in the second quarter. Score remains 23-6. Mackenzie Ruffing checks in for Montoursville. For Loyalsock, Kayla G checks in. Salvatore and O'Malley taking a seat for their respective teams. The free throw line, a 1-and-1 will be Allie Pagana. Pagana hits the front end of the 1-and-1. She's now on the board with 1 point. Cuts the deficit to 23-7. One more free throw for the senior guard. Now spins it, catches it, and then puts it up. Free throw is good. She hits both. He cuts into that deficit. It now sits at 23-8. So Montoursville with the lead. 2:15 to go here in the second quarter. Marcioni skip pass near side to Ruffing. Ruffing back to Marcioni. Playing catch with Ruffing on the near side, and it's right back to Marcioni. Swings it across to number 23, Jillian Mitchell. Mitchell looking to drive in the far side corner. Had it stolen away by Pagana. Pagana off and run the far side sideline. Floats one into the paint. Nice pass to Fox. Fox lost it, however, underneath. Along the baseline back to Montoursville with 1:52 to go here in the half. Stein inbounds to Lexi Marcioni. Marcioni right through the timeline. This is the center logo. Goes to Ruffing. Ruffing back to Marcioni. Skipped across to 2. Mitchell. Mitchell goes to Marcioni. Puts up the long range 2 and it falls for Alexi Marcioni. Her first 2. Montoursville leads 25-8 with 90 seconds to go here in the second quarter. A timeout taken by Loyalsock head coach DeMar Wright. Now let's see how long it is before we send this one to a break. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We're back in 30 here on the home of Lycoming County High School Hoops.
Hey, Nick Cannon here. So we all know we've got a lot of talent in America. But unfortunately, there's something else we got way too much of. Childhood hunger. 17 million kids struggle with it in this country. That's why the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks gather surplus food to give hope to hungry kids and their families. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
A message from Feeding America and the Ad Council.
And welcome back to Montoursville. I'm Ian Catherine. Thank you for joining us so far this evening. Montoursville leading 25-8, 1:25 remaining. Here in the first half, Loyalsock with possession. It'll be Watkins, near sideline. Stopped by Marcioni, kicks out to Cardillo. Cardillo's pass just gets over the hand of O'Malley on to Kayla G. To Pagana. Pagana back near side to Watkins. Drive, and she is going to be fouled as she enters the post. And it's going to go against Marissa Falk. At least it should, and it looks like it will be. Marissa Falk getting over. Didn't get set. It looked like she wanted to tackle Watkins to deny her the easy layup. So Folk will take a seat. Folk picking up her second. Team's 8. So Watkins goes to the free throw line, shooting a 1-and-1 with 1:08 remaining here in the first half. Front end of the 1-and-1 is good for Kendall Watkins. Watkins now with 3 points. Cuts the deficit to 25-9. Now at the half, we'll play it by ear, but right now we'll have our individual stats and also talk about what we saw here in the first half between the two teams. There's going to be a lane violation against Loyalsock, as it looked like Angie Cardillo changed her positioning in between the free throws. Can't do that. And that's going to nullify the chance for Watkins to hit the back end of the 1-and-1. So under a minute to go here in the second quarter. Nice look inside to Stein. She's not going to miss from there. Kelsey Stein now with a team high 11. And it's 27-9 in favor of the Lady Warriors of Montoursville. 45 seconds remaining in the half. Controlling near side is Watkins. Cross-course pass goes to Pagana. Now on it to G. G working against Lexi Marcioni. Back over to G. Back to Pagana to G. Puts up the three, no good. Rebound by Mackenzie Ruffing. 30 seconds to go. And head coach Kevin Kurtz telling the senior Ruffing to slow it up and settle for the last shot. Again, no shot clock in high school basketball. Marcioni working the far side of the floor. Little crossover move got Pagana to go down to a knee. A little bit of a reaction from the student section. Stein down low. Her shot is blocked. He takes a jump ball for 11.7 to go here in the second quarter. Possession arrow gives the ball back to the Lady Lancers of Loyalsock. Pagana will inbound. No pressure in the backcourt being applied by Montoursville. They'll allow Loyalsock to bring it across the timeline, uncontested, and try to get the last shot of the first half. Bringing it across will be Watkins. 5 on the game clock. Looking inside, it goes into Fox. Puts up the shot, no good. Rebound pulled down by Alexis Weiser. And that is how the first half will come to an end, with Montoursville leading Loyalsock by a score of 27-9. Send this one back to the Van Campen Motors Studio for a short timeout. When we come back, again, we'll play it by ear, see how they're going to have the ceremony at the half honoring Kelly Mazzanti as she announces her retirement from pro basketball. We'll have all that and more here on the home of Lycoming County High School Hoops.
This is a test to find out if you know it all when it comes to children. Name one of the leading killers of U.S. children aged 1 to 13. What's the best way to protect children in a car crash? At what age and size should a child start using a booster seat?
Don't assume you know it all when it comes to car seats for your child. Go to safercar.gov/the-right-seat and know for sure. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
In 50 feet, turn left. Why are you driving so slowly?
After a few drinks, I'm taking it slow.
Well, you're not fooling the cop behind you.
What?
Get ready to pay in 0.1 miles.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
back to Montoursville. They have brought it out in display, placed it right at center court, so they're getting ready to start the ceremony honoring Kelly Mazzanti. She's actually waiting in the wings to our left in the doorway. And again, when they bring her out and they start the ceremony, I'll stop talking and let the mics here in the PA announcer take over and have this ceremony for you. But right now at the half of the ball game, Montoursville leading Loyalsock by a score of 27-9. In the first quarter, Montoursville jumped out to a 20-4 lead and then outscored Loyalsock 7-5. In the second quarter, low-scoring second quarter, sloppy basketball, a lot of turnovers in that quarter. And it also took Loyalsock over 4 minutes to get their first points of the half of the quarter as well. So we'll turn it over to Rob Thomas, the PA announcer here at Montoursville.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to center court. Tonight we welcome back one of Montoursville's great athletes. She led our Warriors to back-to-back state finals appearances. She's the all-time leading scorer, both men and women's, in Big Ten history. She broke 49 Penn State, NCAA, and Big Ten records over her 4-year career. A 3-time Kodak All-American, a 2-time AP First Team All-American, and a 3-time Academic All-American. She's a 2-time WNBA champion with the Phoenix Mercury in 2007 and 2009. And in 2010, she started the Kelly Mazzanti Foundation. Please join me in welcoming her back to her home court, Kelly Mazzanti. First, Kelly, I want to thank you for allowing your hometown and your high school to be a part of this. It's an honor and a privilege. Second, you've done many things for this high school, on the court and off. You have represented Montoursville at your high school, at the collegiate level, professionally, and around the world. And through that all, you've demonstrated what it means to be a Warrior. Because of those contributions to the history, tradition, of Warrior athletics, and in honor of your retirement, we have made some space on our wall of fame. Your picture will be on our walls forever to honor and capture the contribution you have made to your hometown and your high school. Thank you, and good luck in the next one. Ladies and gentlemen, Kelly Mazzanti.
Is it working? Okay, it's working. Thank you, Dan. Principal Tormino, my fault. I don't even know where to start. First of all, I'd like to thank my family, my mom and dad. You guys have done everything for me. From taking me to AAU games. My mom always supported me whether we won or lost. My brother's over there, my beautiful niece, Bryn. All the Zannies in my family, my aunts and uncles, my cousins. You guys have no idea what your support has meant for me. I mean, I've been absolutely blessed to have played professional basketball and to have had the support from not only Montoursville, but Loyalsock, South Williamsport, all around the surrounding areas, and I thank you all very much. I would like to bring down Tyranny. I know, come on down. Melissa, your baby's sleeping, but I would love to. Some of my teammates, I've had the most wonderful teammates in high school and college. Coach Stewart, who led us to the 2 state finals. Can you give him a round of principals and all the ADs and everyone who always opened the gym on the crazy hours that I wanted to come in and shoot. So all the kids that are here, you know, I'm from a small town, but if you guys work hard and set your dreams and your goals, anything is absolutely possible. So it means everything to be home, to be able to retire officially from my alma mater, and I couldn't have been more proud to represent Montoursville all over the world where I played. So I thank you all very much from the bottom of my heart, and I'll be around, so you're kind of stuck with me. But thank you guys very much. Thank you.
Again, that's Kelly Mazzanti being honored here in front of her hometown crowd of Montoursville as she announces her retirement from professional basketball, and also having a picture unveiled that will be hung in the hallways here at Montoursville High School for a long time to come. So again, congratulations to Kelly Mazzanti on a fabulous career, not only in high school but into college, setting numerous Met records along the way, winning 2 titles in the WNBA with the Phoenix Mercury in 2007 and 2009, and also playing all around the world. Plays professional basketball. She gets a standing ovation from the student section as they turn the picture around to let the other side of the gymnasium see the photo that will be hung in the hallways here at Montoursville High School. So we'll send this one back to the Van Camp Motor Studios here on the home of Lycoming County High School Hoops.
When I have an asthma attack, I feel scared. It's kind of like an elephant is on my chest. I feel like I'm choking. Sometimes my parents have to take me to the hospital.
We know how to react to their asthma attacks. Here's how to prevent them. Call 1-866-NO-ATTACKS. Visit www.noattacks.org or call your doctor, because even one attack is one too many.
I feel like a fish with no water.
Brought to you by the EPA and the Ad Council.
Thanks for asking, but I'd rather not send you nude pictures. I'm camera shy. I already said no. Under my clothes, I'm a robot. My webcam is broken. I'm really good to get passed around school. I have a rash. I have mutophobia. I have lizard skin. I'm a vampire, so I don't show up in pictures anyway. The badgering has really killed the mood. When someone is pressuring you to do something you don't want to, how many ways can you say no before they get the message? Let us know at that'snotcool.com. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
My name is Dale Pazinski, and this is how I live United. I volunteer with United Way, helping the homeless in my community by teaching computer skills and helping them build a basic resume to save on their very own USB drive. It's huge when somebody says, "Hey man, that job that you helped me apply for, I got it." My name is Dale Pazinski. I help people achieve financial independence. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer. Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Can you tell if the leftovers from this dinner party are beginning to grow bacteria that could lead to severe diarrhea, vomiting, and stomach cramps? Listen. You can't see it either. Get leftovers into the refrigerator as soon as possible. Spoiled leftovers can make you very sick, or worse. Roughly 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year, but you can keep your family safer. Take your steps at foodsafety.gov. Brought to you by the USDA, HHS, and the Ad Council.
This is the sound of a flat-screen television hurled off a building. Now the new bike your kid wants. These are the things you could have, all cast into oblivion. Because when you throw away money on wasted electricity, you throw away everything you could have bought with it. Use Energy Star light bulbs and appliances, and you could save hundreds of dollars a year. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Energy and the Ad Council.
Ranger Station, Ranger speaking.
Hi, I'd like to report a bear sighting, as in Smokey Bear.
Continue.
I was burning yard waste. He told me to remember that if it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave.
You know, 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans. That means 9 out of 10 wildfires can be prevented.
I know that now.
As usual, the talking bear gets all the credit. Always burn responsibly and contact your local fire department for open burning regulations. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council. Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
This is 88.1 WPTC-FM and ESPNWilliamsport.com. Stream number 2, your home for Lycoming County High School basketball.
Montoursville. Getting you caught up on what the happenings of the first half. Take a look at the leading score, well, the score, individual scores for Loyalsock in that first half. Kendall Watkins picking up 3 points. Emma Fox with 2 points. Ali Pagana with 2. And Selena Salvatore with 2 points as well. Taking a look at it for Montoursville, leading the way with 11 points is the freshman forward Kelsey Stein with 6 points. Marissa Hall, and with 2 points apiece would be Kirsten O'Malley, Lexi Marcioni, Alexis Weiser, Jillian Mitchell, and Marissa Falk. Montoursville leading 27-9 at the break. Both teams have come back out onto the floor getting ready for the second half of play. Now taking a look at it, Montoursville off to a hot start in that first half, jumping out to a 20-4 lead after the first 8 minutes of play. But then in the second 8 minutes of play in that second quarter, not the most fundamentally sound basketball either way being played, as Montoursville did win the second quarter 7-5. But again, it took over 4 minutes for Montoursville to get on the board in the second quarter. So we'll send this one back to the Van Campen Motor Studios. And when we come back after another short timeout, we'll have the start on the second half between the Loyalsock Lady Lancers and the Montoursville Lady Warriors here on the home of Lycoming County High School Hoop.
You might know me, I'm 50 Cent. You may follow my tweets, my Facebook friends. Odds are a few in the 6 degrees separate us. We're that close. What's crazy is 1 in 6 don't know where their next meal is coming from. These are your co-workers, your neighbors, your friends. Hunger is too close for us to ignore. So visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank to see how you can make a difference. From one close friend to another, let's do this. I'm 50 Cent, and together we are Feeding America.
A message from Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Ranger Station.
Yeah, hi. I'd like to report a bear sighting, as in Smokey Bear. We were about to head home after a bonfire, and Smokey said the fire wasn't actually out. He said if it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave.
Did you know that 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans?
No kidding.
I'm a forest ranger. We never kid.
Sorry.
Kidding. If you see someone in danger of starting a wildfire, step in and make a difference. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council. Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Montoursville on the 8-3. Thank you for joining us so far here this evening. Getting ready to start the second half of play between the Loyalsock Lady Lancers and the Montoursville Lady Warriors. 8 minutes on the clock. Getting ready to start the third quarter. Montoursville will inbound, and they'll be going from left to right on your radio dials. The inbound comes into Alexi Marcioni. Now it's to Ruffing cross-court pass to Marissa Hall. Puts up the 3, left it short. Rebound pulled down by Kayla G. Thought about the baseball-style pass up the floor. Thought better of it. Now comes near side. Nice look to Salvatore. Couldn't hit their short-range shot. Gets her own rebound. The putback is no good. Tip back out to Ali Pagana. Pagana now to G. G puts up the 3. No good. Rebound pulled down by Marissa Hall. And she'll look to control for the Lady Warriors. Brings it across the timeline. Top of the arc. Swings it over and off the hand of Marcioni, out of bounds on the far side sideline. Turns it back over to Loyalsock. So this third quarter starting out much the same way the second quarter did. Second quarter low scoring, as I mentioned, during the half, for the last time out. So Pagana kicks it across to Salvatore, far side of the floor. Looking to control Salvatore with the heavy wrist Tate job on the left wrist as Pagana puts up the 3 near side. And Ali Pagana drops it home. She's got 5. And Loyalsock takes a 3-0 lead here in the second half. They still trail, however, 27-12. Marcioni goes to Hall, far side, top of the ring now to Ruffing. Ruffing tries to go inside the Stein. Off her left hand and out of bounds along the baseline. And a timeout taken by head coach Kevin Kurtz. Not surprised to see this after a slow start from Montoursville. 30-second timeout. We're back at 30 here on home of Lycoming County High School Hoops.
Confessions of a Potentially Perfect Parent, brought to you by AdoptersKids.org.
I don't know how to talk like a parent. Don't make me come back there. You see what I mean? It's pretty awful. Try it again. Don't make me come back there. No, that's pretty good. That one kind of sounded like my dad. Weird.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who would love to put up with you. Call 1-888-200-4005 or visit adopthosekids.org for more information. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt Those Kids, and the Ad Council.
And welcome back to Montoursville, 27-12 in favor of Montoursville. Ali Pagano of Loyalsock set to inbound, comes in to Angie Cardillo. Cardillo on to Pagano. Pagano working the near side of the floor, pressure being applied. Marcioni takes contact from Pagano, and they whistle on the floor. Ball goes out of bounds, and I think they're going to go no call. It's just a ball out of bounds, last touch by Montoursville. That is what the call is going to be. So Pagano inbounds to Salvatore. She was in the backcourt. Brings it across the timeline, then works to the far side of the floor. Brings it back near side to Pagano. Pagano looking to drive. Goes up strong. Glass no good. Foul on the floor. It's going to go against Montoursville. And I believe that's in the act of shooting. And Pagano will go to the free throw line. And she will. Foul going against Kelsey Stein. She picks up her first. Team's first of the second half. Team foul situation in the first half. 8 on Montoursville, 4 on Loyalsock. 3 players for Montoursville with 2 personal fouls apiece. First free throw from Pagano was halfway down and rimmed out. She's now 2 out of 3 from the free throw line. Score remains 27-12 in favor of Montoursville. 6:31 to go in the third quarter. Free throws up from Pagano. It spun around a couple times and fell out. Rebound by Loyalsock. Shot put up no good. Rebound by Marissa Hall. And as she steps out of bounds, Kendall Watkins may have gotten away with a little bit of a hip check along the baseline. No gamesmanship being played. So Loyalsock with possession, 6:26 to go. Nice look into Watkins from Pagano. Watkins hits. She's got 5. And Loyalsock cutting into this deficit. It's now 27-14, still in favor of Montoursville. 6:15 to go. Roughing to Marcioni. Marcioni to Hall. Hall comes to O'Malley. O'Malley working against Cardillo. Contact. And a travel will be called against O'Malley. Bring it back over to Loyalsock. 6:05 to go. Pagano holding it above her head. Comes in near side at 2. Kayla G. And she loses it out of bounds. Good defense being applied by Marissa Hall on the inbound. Last touch by Loyalsock. It'll be Montoursville basketball. 6:04 to go. O'Malley inbounds into Marissa Hall. Brings it around to Mackenzie Ruffing. Back to Hall. Back to Ruffing. Playing catch with the far side of the floor. Ruffing holds it above her head. Goes to Hall. Hall looks inside to Stein. Stein puts it on the floor in the paint. Goes up strong. And is fouled. Shot looked like it was blocked cleanly from here by number 12. That's going to be Kendall Watkins. Instead, Watkins will pick up her first. Team's first in the second half. Kelsey Stein will go to the free throw line for a pair. Stein 1 out of 2 in the first half from the free throw line. One more. First free throw is up. Front iron, no good. She'll have one more. Stein leading all scores with 11 points. Score remains 27-14 in favor of Montoursville. They're looking for their first point of the half. They're able to get it right there from Stein, who now has 12. It's 28-14 as Montoursville has doubled up. Loyalsock. So 28-14, the lead for Montoursville. Swinging around to Salvatore, far side wing, guarded by O'Malley. Good defense. Forced the pass to Pagano. Pagano with a beautiful pass. Threads the needle to Kayla G as she finishes along the near side wing. She's got 2, cuts the deficit to 28-16. Marcioni picks up the dribble, trying to skip it in, stolen away by Watkins. Outlet goes to Salvatore. 2-on-1 for the Lady Lancers. Skip back to G. A little bit of a hesitation move, but could not get the pivot foot planted. It slid across the floor in the paint. And that's going to be a travel against Kayla G. Turns it back over to Montoursville with 5:16 to go in the third quarter. Marissa Hall inbounds to Lexi Marcioni. Brings it right through the logo at center court. Marcioni kicks to the far side court to Marissa Hall. Thought about a 3. Ball fake, stepped inside the arc, and she's going to be called for the travel. Caught the ball, put the pivot and pivoted, and then took another step before putting it on the floor. See that call rather often in both the high school and the college ranks. The officials have been cracking down on it for the past couple of years. Nice outlet to Salvatore. She's down low, left it short off the glass. Rebound Pulled down by the senior Mackenzie Ruffing. She's off and running. Over the far side of the floor, now working between the rings. Had a stool and stripped away by Salvatore. The right to Lexi Marcioni. On to Ruffing to Hall. Hall's pass is swatted out of bounds by Pagana. Goes into the Montoursville bench. 4:43 to go. Here in the third quarter, Montoursville still leading 28-16. Marissa Hall inbounds to Alexi Marcioni. Goes right between the rings, working right to left around the arc. Stops right in between them. Now goes to Marissa Hall. Hall picks up the dribble, goes to Mackenzie Ruffing. Ruffing above her head, kicks back out to Kirsten O'Malley. O'Malley looking drive, puts it on the floor with the right hand. Floats it to Marcioni, that's tipped by Pagana again out of bounds. Into the Montoursville bench. Now if there's a shot clock in high school basketball, that would have an even bigger impact as Montoursville has had the possession for quite a while without even taking a look at the basket. Ruffing holds it above her head, far sideline. Looks inside to Stein, had it tipped away momentarily, able to get it back and fires out to O'Malley. To Ruffing, far side baseline, leaves it for Stein. The jumper no good. Rebound being battled for. And going to the floor with it is Pagana and Stein. And Pagana, they're going to say she had possession long enough to travel when she hit the floor. So it'll be Montoursville basketball. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. O'Malley looks inside to Ruffing. Drop step high off the glass. No good. Took contact. Rebound battle for Ruffing. Gets it back. Goes up strong. Took a lot of contact. But the whistle to see the ball going out of bounds along the baseline. Last touch by Ruffing. So they'll let them play down low in the post here in the second half so far. Pagana set to inbound. Pressure on the inbounds, and O'Malley comes away with a steal near side baseline. Had it stripped away. She goes down hard in the paint. Has not gotten up. In some discomfort, helped up by one of the Loyalsock players. And the shot put up no good. And Pagana, who helped up O'Malley, now is getting a little bit of a verbal war against the Montoursville bench on the back end of the play, on the front end of the play. A foul being called against Montoursville's number 14, Mackenzie Ruffing, her first, team second. O'Malley, who was shaken up on the play, helped up by Pagana. She went right to the bench, favoring her back, did not rejoin the play. But a timeout taken on the floor. It's a full timeout. We're back in 60 here on the home of Lycoming County Hoops.
You must be your fairy godmother.
Cinderella's dream comes true because the glass slipper fits. In our world, the right fit can be just as important, especially when it comes to car seats. Always choose a car seat that's the right fit for your child's age and size to make sure your little pumpkin gets there safely every time.
Hop in, dear. Thank you.
For more information, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat. This message has been brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Ranger Station.
Hi, I want to report a bear sighting.
Location.
My front door. It was Smokey Bear. My husband was burning leaves in the yard. He just came inside for a second.
Never leave a fire unattended. If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave.
Smokey said that too.
We go way back. I know, when he was just a cub.
How cute.
If you see someone in danger of starting a wildfire, step in and make a difference. Brought to you by Smokey Bear, the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council. Learn more at smokeybear.com.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
And welcome back to Montoursville. Alex Pagana set to inbound. Comes in to number 12, Kendall Watkins. Watkins swings it around to G. G back out to Salvatore between the rings. So defense being deployed by Montoursville. Looking inside, it's Cardillo. Cardillo will pull it back out, top of the arc. Swings it across to Salvatore. Now on to G, far side sideline. Looks inside to Pagana. Nice look. Working against the Ruffing with Pagana. She goes up strong, and his foul shot did not fall. So Pagana will go to the free throw line where I have her down as 2 out of 3. Here in the third quarter, Loyalsock outscoring Montoursville 7-1. They get 8-1 as Pagana hits the free throw. She now has 6 points. It's the 28-17 the deficit facing the Lady Lancers. One more free throw. And it was left short. A rebound pulled down by Montoursville. Score remains 28-17. Here for the Lady Warriors. Marissa Hall on to Lexi Marcioni. Give it some space. Looks to drive. Steps inside yard. Tried to go to Stein. Traveled beforehand. And yet another turnover by the Lady Warriors. down in the bleachers. Mark Messina. You hear him on ESPN Radio Williamsport on the Locker Room Show on Tuesdays. He's sitting across the way. Play resumes on the floor. Kendall Watkins kicks over to Salvatore. Salvatore now on the Chu at G. G looks inside to Pagana. Pagana's starting to take over in the second half. She's got 6.5, 8 total. Loyalsock now trails just by 9 at 28-19. Montoursville still with only 1 point here in the second half. And that was on a free throw, so they are still without a field goal through the first 5.5 minutes of the third quarter. Ball gets skipped down. It's going to go into the backcourt. Took a funny hop. Mitchell could not field it. And it's going to be an over and back when she grabs it in the backcourt. Turns it right back over to Loyalsock. Lady Lancers having a rough go of it this season. Still within striking distance with a good amount of basketball left here in the second half. Watkins, far side floor, goes right past Stein, who pisses it off the glass. And Kendall Watkins now with 7 points. Cuts the deficit to 7 at 28-21. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Marcioni skip pass near side to Stein. Stein looking to drive. She hits the deck, left it off for Marissa Hall. But Hall, who is out of bounds, the first one to touch it, and gives it right back to Loyalsock. Minute 55 now to go here in the third quarter. Marissa Folk will check in at 4. Marissa Folk will check in. For Montoursville, taking a seat will be Marissa Hall. Pagana set to inbound. Comes into Angie Cardillo. Cardillo right across the timeline, uncontested. Looks the far side of the floor, goes to the free throw line to G. G had trouble handling it beginning. Now goes to the top of the arc, working against Ruffing. Spin moving to the paint. The hook shot is up, does not fall. Rebound pulled down by number 23, Jillian Mitchell. Mitchell, a little hesitation, move across the timeline, leaves it off. Nice look to Stein. Stein glassing good. There's the first field goal for Montoursville in the second half. It comes with 1:30 remaining in the third quarter. Montoursville leading 30-21. They have a 9-point lead. 80 seconds to go. Hook shot does not fall for Loyalsock's Angie Cardillo. Rebound pulled down by Mackenzie Ruff. A couple crossover moves. Salvatore did a good job staying in front. Ruffy gets a screen from Folk, then finds Stein down low. Stein again. A nice move into the paint. Puts it home. She's got 5 in the second half. 16 total. 32-21. 60 seconds to go in the third quarter. Montoursville with the lead. Cardillo kicks it back out to G, top of the arc. G brings it back to Pagana. 45 seconds now remain in the third quarter. Floated inside. It went off the hand of Salvatore right to Watkins. Watkins kicks it out to Cardillo. Looked at it 3. She's guarded by Folk. So over to G. G high above her head, guarded by Ruffin. Comes near side to Cardillo. 28 seconds remaining in the third. G looking to drive with it. Some fans winning a 3-second call in the post against Loyalsock. Put that against Loyalsock. Driving with it. It's Watkins. Kicks out to Cardillo. Pulls up far side wing. Trying to bank it on no good. Rebound by Pagana. Nice spin move down low. Post play for Pagana. Really impressive here in the third quarter as she finishes. It's now 32-23 in favor of Montoursville as the horn sounds the signal. The end of the third quarter. After 3 quarters of play here at Montoursville, the Lady Warriors lead at 32-23 over Loyalsock here in the home for Lycoming County High School Hoops.
Split Lockwood here in Swallow Falls. My friends and I have just discovered some amazing living foodimals, but we've also discovered an urgent matter that needs our help. According to my calculations, 1 in 5 kids in America struggles with hunger. Our latest mission is to help solve hunger by teaming up with the Feeding America Network to get food to kids facing hunger in communities across the country.
Help Clint and the Feeding America Network of food banks get food to the people who need it in your community. Find your local Feeding America food bank at feedingamerica.org/hunger.
Together, we're Feeding America.
A message from Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Welcome back. Here to Montoursville getting ready to start the fourth quarter. Montoursville leading 32-23. After this one goes final, we'll have a short post-game show Wrapping this one up, we'll have our player of the game and our sounds of the game as well. Thank you for joining us so far here on 88.1 WPTC FM, ESPNWilliamsport.com, stream number 2, and online as well at ESPNWilliamsport.tv. Ali Pagano getting set to inbound, far side of the floor. Inbounds in to Angie Cardillo. Cardillo across the timeline. Takes it across into the far side corner to number 12, Kendall Watkins, back out to Cardillo. Cardillo to Watkins, far side baseline. Just goes right back to Cardillo, drives in, hangs in the air, left it short off the rim, rebound by Kelsey Stein. Outlet goes on to Marchione. Marchione jogs it right through the logo at center court. No crossover move, she's guarded by Pagano, gets a screen, nice screen by Hall. Loose ball picked up by Folk. Folk will give it back out to Marchione. Now a double screen being applied by Montoursville. Marchione doesn't use any of them. Now comes near side. Marissa Hall puts up the 3 that falls for Marissa Hall. Hall now with 9. 35-23 in favor of Montoursville. 7:05 to go. And 3 in the answer. Unable to do so by Salvatore. Another rebound by Kelsey Stein. It'll be Hall controlling between the rings for Montoursville. Working against G. Kayla G is going to force the travel by Marissa Hall. Turning it back over to Loyalsock. So 6:48 to go. Montoursville leading 35-23. The inbound comes into Kendall Watkins. And she'll bring it across the timeline. Get across to Salvatore. Salvatore back to Watkins. Puts it on the floor with the right hand. Kicks to her right to Salvatore. Goes into the free throw line to Cardillo. Cardillo out to Watkins. Working against Stein. Looks to drive in near side lane. Pulls it back out. Now skips it across the arc to Salvatore. Drives in far side lane. Now pulls out far side wing. Cardillo to the free throw line. Swing back out to Watkins for 3. It's off the mark. Missed everything. Pagano tried to save it from going out of bounds along the baseline. Unable to do so. And it's going to be Montoursville basketball. 6:13 to go in the fourth quarter. Pagano with 10 points for Loyalsock. Leading scorer for Montoursville, Kelsey Stein, with 16 through 3 quarters of play. 6 minutes remaining here in the fourth. Marissa Hall, all with 9 points. She's driving near side baseline, tries to go up and under with it. It doesn't get the roll. Rebound, battled for, pulled down by Kayla G. G will cross over, move far side sideline. Now brings it across the timeline, working against Marchione. G's going to pull it back out towards the logo. Fires down low. Nice look to Watkins. Watkins shot blocked by Folk. Rebound pulled down by Marissa Hall. Hall across the timeline near side. Goes cross court to Marchione. Marchione puts it on the floor with the right hand. Kicks the Folk. In the far side wing. Now goes to Hall. Hall puts up the 3, left it short. Rebound in the far side corner by Selena Salvatore. Salvatore brings it across the timeline, working the near side, guarded by Marissa Hall. Gives it back out to Kendall Watkins. Watkins holding it high above her head, goes into the far side corner. A timeout on the floor taken by the Loyalsock head coach Tamar Wright. See how long the timeout is. It's going to be a full timeout. We're back in 60 here on the home of Lycoming County High School Hoops.
7,000 high school students drop out every school day. If you stack their desks one atop the other, it's a pile more than 17,000 feet high. That's 12 Empire State Buildings. But what's truly scary is that another stack is going up tomorrow. We can keep students in school. Visit boostup.org and take the first step. Brought to you by the U.S. Army and the Ad Council.
Welcome to today's lottery drawing. And today's winning numbers are not yours, not yours, and another number that's not yours. And the final number is not yours.
When it comes to having money, don't rely on luck. Brew your own coffee at home instead of buying that latte. Brown bag it to work instead of ordering in. Go to feedthepig.org for more free ideas on how to save. Feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
5:08 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Montoursville leading 35-23 over Loyalsock. Ali Pagano of Loyalsock inbounding along the baseline. Comes into Selena Salvatore. He's done a great job playing with a left wrist injury. Gets it back from Cardillo. Now comes near side to it. Kayla G had to go off the fingertips. It was deflected by number 22, Alexis Weiser, but it was last touched by G. It goes back to Montoursville, under 5 to go here in the fourth quarter. Marcioni at the logo, works on the far side of the floor. Thought about handing it off to Kelsey Stein. Instead, swings it all the way back around. A whistle on the floor. Foul going against Ali Pagano. That'll be her second, team second of the second half. Foul-wise, it's been very clean. I guess I can't really say clean. It's been physical. But according to the officials, it's been clean, as that's only the fourth foul called here in the second half. 4:45 remaining in the fourth quarter. All inbounds to Weiser. Alexis Weiser back to Marissa Hall. Over the near side, goes around the arc right to left. Guarded by number 20, Emma Fox. Got it tipped away, able to pick it back up and start dribbling again. They'll say that it was tipped away so she can start dribbling again. Nice look into Hall. Hall is tied up. No jump ball. Ball was stripped away by Ali Pagano and goes out of bounds. Last touch by Loyalsock's Ali Pagano. Marissa Hall reacted as if she was fouled. Wasn't happy with the no call. But the ball was still live before it went out of bounds. Now looking at Kirsten O'Malley. She's walking back. She went back to the locker room after suffering what looked to be a back injury earlier in the third quarter. She's now walking back out onto the floor with her shooting shirt on. So it looks like her night will be done. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Kayla G picking up her second foul. Team's third in the second half. It'll be Montoursville basketball. 4:23 to go. Montoursville leading 35-23. The inbound comes into Marissa Hall. Hall drives, free throw line, goes up strong. Last no good. Rebound pulled down by Loyalsock. Now both players, two players going to the floor. It looked to be Weiser and Fox. Ball was loose, went out of bounds. Last touch by Emma Fox of Loyalsock. Goes back to Montoursville with 4:13 to go here in the fourth quarter. Jillian Mitchell and Alexis Weiser coming out. Like Stein and also Folk checking back in. Nice looking side to Stein, comes back out to Marcioni. Marcioni goes top of the arc, leaves it off for Folk. Folk top of the arc, not really where she's comfortable with it, has it poked away, but it goes right to Marcioni. It also played by the freshman Lexi Marcioni. Now Stein top of the arc, goes inside to Folk where she's more comfortable, goes up strong. A little too strong off the back iron, didn't get the roll. Rebound stripped away by number 23, Kayla G. Throws the brakes on the backcourt, now brings it across the time and almost stolen away by Mackenzie Ruffing. The pass connects to Ali Pagano, steps into the three while off the backcourt. A wild shot rebound by Marcioni. Now we're at the free throw line. Marcioni brings it near side to Ruffing. Goes inside to Stein. Stein up strong, takes the foul. She goes to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Ruffing at that's Kelsey Stein at the free throw line tonight, 2 out of 4. A split each of the two times she's gone to the free throw line this evening. 3:30 exactly remaining here in the fourth quarter. Montoursville leading 35-23. The free throw is up and no good for Kelsey Stein. She stayed consistent to this point. Has missed her first in each 3 trips. See if she stays consistent and hits the second. One more free throw for Stein. Puts it up, back iron, no good. Rebound, saved in by Marissa Hall, but threw it right to Kayla G. Score remains 35-23 in favor of Montoursville. Salvatore goes to Watkins, far side of the floor, back to Salvatore. Thought about driving the far side baseline. Then goes back to Watkins. The 3 was left short. Rebound being battled for in the low post. Pulling away is Falk, but a jump ball will be called before Falk comes away with it. Possession arrow still in favor of Montoursville. .313 to go. Marissa Hall set to inbound. Comes into Lexi Marcioni. I think that pass was actually intended for Mackenzie Ruffing. Marcioni just stepped in and intercepted her teammate's inbound pass. Marcioni goes to Stein between the rings, fires in the full. Far side elbow, puts it on the floor, working the far side of the post. Kicks it back out to Marissa Hall. Now swung back near side. Mackenzie Ruffing holds it above her head, guarded by Kayla G. Gets a screen from Kelsey Stein and swings it over to Marissa Hall. Back to Stein. Tries to float it into Falk, who had nobody between her and the basket. The pass too strong. Goes out of bounds along the baseline. And back to Loyalsock with 2:47 to go here in the fourth quarter. Pagana inbounds at number 23, Kayla G. Brings across the timeline. Marcioni will pressure now. In the near side corner, out to the near side elbow, it's Watkins. Drives to the opposite side of the lane. Out to the opposite side of the wing before kicking out to Pagana. 2:30 now to go. Goes in to Watkins. And Watkins tried to skip one along the baseline and it went off of a foot of a Lady Warrior. And out of bounds along the baseline. 2:27 to go here in the fourth. Allie Pagana set to inbound underneath her own basket. Inbounds to Cardillo. Cardillo drives in, hangs, and gets it to fall. Angie Cardillo with her first 2 points coming in the fourth quarter. Cuts the deficit to 10 at 35-25. 2:15 to go. Marcioni, far side wing. She's a back out to Ruffing. It's interesting to know, Montoursville, 20 points in the first quarter. They've scored 15 points since. So Ruffing leaves it off for Hall. Hall drives free throw line, goes to Stein. Stein leaves it off for Marcioni. Marcioni with 2 points, drives, takes contact, far side of the lane. Goes down hard along the baseline, able to get up. And she'll head to the free throw line under her own power, which is a good sign. Foul going against number 12, Kendall Watkins. It'll be her second, team's fourth in the second half. That team's fifth. Team foul situation, 3 on Montoursville, 5 on Loyalsock. Minute 47 to go, 35-25. Montoursville will inbound. All inbounds to Ruffing, near side wing. I thought it was in the act of shooting. It was not, it was on the floor. Therefore why they inbounded. So Marcioni underneath, Stein scrambling for the loose ball. Players just diving all over the place. Salvatore hit it, but it went right off of Kelsey Stein and out of bounds along the baseline. With a minute 31 to go. Still 35-25. Inbound goes over to Kayla G. Across the timeline. Word against Marcioni. Marcioni, top of the arc, looking to drive. It's ready to carry. Instead kicks it out to Kendall Watkins. The 3 left short, didn't hit anything. Saved from going out of bounds once, but not twice. Salvatore couldn't whip it back in along the far side sideline. So it goes out of bounds with a minute 14 to go. Still 35-25. Checking in for Montoursville. Number 23, Jillian Mitchell. Number 24, Marissa Falk, the junior forward, will take a seat. The inbound comes in to Mitchell in the backcourt. She's going to bring it across the timeline uncontested. Mitchell on to Marcioni, near side, guarded by Pagana. Closing in on a minute left. Ruffing far side of the floor, guarded by Kayla G, and a foul will be called with 59.4 seconds remaining. Here in regulation, will be the 16th foul against Loyalsock. Now going against Kayla G. That down is her third at team 6. A timeout on the floor taken by Montoursville. But it's going to be a full timeout. And that's exactly what it will be. We're back in 60 here on the home of Lycoming County High School Hoops.
I don't believe it. My savings are gone.
Okay, think. Where'd you have them last?
I was home, then I spent them on that vacation in this tiny suit of armor. Now they're gone.
Weird. Weird? Not really. Not saving now means no money later. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free ideas on ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org. Oh, I broke his little gauntlet.
Oh, no.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
How's it going? I'm having a stroke. Are you going to shake my hand? I'm having a stroke. Wow, you're not even moving your arm. I'm having a stroke. When someone is having a stroke, they may not be able to say it with words, but their body language will tell you loud and clear. Look for FAST. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911 immediately. Know the sudden signs. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
Yeah, welcome back to Montoursville. 59.4 seconds remaining. Montoursville inbounding. They lead 35-25. It's Marissa Hall inbounding to Mackenzie Ruffing. Goes right back to Hall. Guarded by Kendall Watkins, and Watkins is going to get a little too much in the body of Marissa Hall. He'll be called for the foul. Watkins picking up her third. Could be team seventh in the second half, and that's going to send Marissa Hall to the free throw line, a 1-and-1. Marissa Hall, 9 points on the evening. First free throw was no good and couldn't hit the front end. So 54 seconds remaining. Cardillo will bring it across the timeline after grabbing the rebound on the missed free throw. Now Watkins working far side wing, swings out to Salvatore, puts up the jumper, is halfway down and rimmed out. Rebound by Marissa Hall. There's now 40 seconds remaining, and Kayla G is going to be the one committing the foul for Loyalsock against Hall. Kayla G picking up her fourth, team's eighth. So Loyalsock going to try to foul and make Montoursville hit the free throws to put this one away. It's a 10-point deficit with 39.5 seconds remaining. Montoursville with a 35-25 lead. Free throw is up by Hall. Back iron, no good. Rebound by Pagana. Pagana races across the timeline. Kicks it over to Watkins. Watkins putting on the floor, looking to drive. Looks inside of Cardillo. Is stripped away by Kelsey Stein. Jump ball will be called. Possession arrow in favor of Loyalsock with 26.9. They're kind of surprised Loyalsock didn't look for a three in the early portions of that last possession. So 26.9 seconds remaining here in the fourth. Loyalsock inbounding, it's Pagana. She'll inbound to Salvatore. Almost had it stripped away by Marchioni. Now down to 20 seconds remaining. Cardillo looking to drive, spin move into the lane. Has to put up the shot, now kicks it out to G. G near side wing, jumper is no good. Rebound out of bounds along the baseline. Last touch by, looked like Kendall Watkins. So with 13.4 seconds remaining, Montoursville will inbound. They'll see if Loyalsock continues to foul. The inbound comes into Mackenzie Ruffing. 10 seconds there remaining. Goes to Hall, and it looks like Loyalsock is going to challenge in the backcourt. Forces a turnover as the Cardillo comes away with it. Skips it over to Watkins. 1 second on the clock, and there is your final score. The game comes to a close, 35-25 in favor of Montoursville over Loyalsock. We'll send this one to a quick 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have our post-game show brought to you through underrating by Pepsi here on the home of Lycoming County High School Hoops.
Steven.
Who said that?
Me, down here.
Oh, what are you, a yellow booger?
I'm a banana slug, Steven.
What are you doing in my room?
I'm your sense of adventure. It's been a long time since we've had an adventure in the forest.
Mom took me to the forest last year.
I'm a slug, Steven. It took me a long time to get here.
You're right. I should get out.
Yeah, the forest is not that far away.
Hey, Mom!
Come to the forest where the more adventurous you live. Check out discovertheforest.org for cool places nearby. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
In the wake of a disaster, what one thing can you send that will help people the most? A blanket, a tent, a sandbag, a doctor. Actually, if you send a monetary donation, you send all these things. Even a small donation can make a big impact and can quickly become exactly what people affected by disaster need most.
Want to help those affected by Hurricane Sandy? To donate, visit sandy.adcouncil.org. That's sandy.adcouncil.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
So, I'm a dog, and I'm kind of new to this family, but I've noticed a trend. My humans do this thing where they go around and get all my toys and hide them in this basket, but it's always the same basket, and it's always the same place, and then they act so surprised when I find them, but I'm like, hello, that's where you put it last time. Humans are the worst at hide and seek.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org. I started going cold turkey. Well, at least when I'm in the car.
I know I shouldn't do it, but it's so hard to stop. That's why I hide it from myself, so I won't be tempted.
I used to do it all the time. I stopped by locking it in my glove compartment.
My friend used to do it way too much. Now I turn it off when we're in the car.
My solution is simple. I just don't do it. There are lots of ways to stop yourself and others from texting and driving. How will you stop? Tell us at StopTextStopWrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
And welcome back to Montoursville. us here so far. Welcome to the post-game show brought to you through underwriting by Pepsi. Let's get right into it. Our player of the game brought to you through underwriting by Palco Federal Credit Union, coming from Montoursville. And the Lady Warriors had an impressive 16-point performance from the freshman forward, Kelsey Stein. She will get your player of the game honors. Taking a look at some individual scoring first for Loyalsock. Allie Pagano with 10 points. Kendall Watkins with 7, with 2 points apiece. Selena Salvatore, Emma Fox, Kayla G, and Angie Cardillo. Looking at Montoursville's leading scorers, as I mentioned, Kelsey Stein was 16. Marissa Hall, 9 points to go at 10 rebounds. With 2 points apiece, Kirsten O'Malley, Lexi Marcioni, Alexis Weiser, Jillian Mitchell, and Marissa Holm. So that'll do it for us here at Montoursville. Last thing that we have is our Sounds of the Game, brought to you through underwriting by the Brickyard Restaurant and Ale House. Before I send it there, I want to say thank you to the producer back in the Van Cape Motor Studios, Justin J. Hawkins, who got us started, and then to Brittany Snyder, who took us the rest of the way. Also for Chris Downs, and also for, I'm forgetting his last name. I knew I would do this. Hold on, pick it up real quick. It's Chris Downs and Nick. Say it in my ear. I know I got you. Last name is Caringi. My bad. I'm so sorry for that. Nick Caringi doing a great job doing the directing for this production here for ESPN Williamsport.tv. So again, final score, final time. He's laughing. And as he should. I feel terrible. The final score, final time, Montoursville victorious 35-25 here on their home floor as they honor Kelly Mazzani as she announces her retirement from professional basketball. So we'll send this one back to the Van Camp Motor Studios. Thank you for listening to tonight's broadcast of Loyalsock at Montoursville girls basketball. I'm Ian Catherine. Until next time, everybody, keep it real. Stole by O'Malley at the free throw line, goes near side of the lane, left hand glass and good. Kirsten O'Malley with her first 2 of the night. Weiser goes into Stein off the glass and good.